We have a special guest today. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for our guest of the day. Welcome to our show. Could you kindly say hello to our audience?
Hello, I'm from H&A department of LG Electronics. Today, I'm looking forward to exploring solutions tailored specifically to our refrigerator business.
All right. Chef of the day, would you introduce today's menu?
We prepared solutions across 4 key areas: strategy, marketing, operations, and finance. We're confident that you'll find it impressive. Now, let's begin.
Time over. The final report is all set.
Wow, I'm already full just looking at it. I can't wait to see how it turns out. Alright, then let's take a look.
To entry market, we conducted both external and internal analysis. Externally, we applied Porter's 5 forces, and we found that the smart refrigerator industry is attractive due to low threats of substitute and high entry barriers. But it is also a highly competitive market, so this means LG must differentiate itself to stay ahead. Internally, we examined LG Home and Appliance and L Solution, which is H&A division. A BCG matrix places H&A in the dog quadrants. But this doesn't capture its financial contribution to LG. In fact, H&A generates steady profit and support LG's core operations. Therefore, we can see it as cash cow. Furthermore, LG shows clear competitive advantage in smart appliance market. Consumer reviews also highlight LG's strengths in design and functionalities. Now, I introduce strategic acquisition. In July 2024, LG Electronics acquired Dutch smart home company Atom, known for Homey platform. This was full acquisition. Why they choose a full acquisition? Because Atom offers an open ecosystem, and Homey supports over 1,000 brands, including Samsung and Xiaomi. By fully acquiring Atom, LG can gain control over the powerful and brand-agnostic smart home hub. This allows LG to tightly integrate Homey with ThinQ, accelerate ecosystem growth, and expand global in Europe and US. This makes LG more competitive in smart home race. With Atom, LG is accelerating innovation through 2 corporate venture capital, LG Nova and LG Technology Ventures. LG Nova, based on Silicon Valley, doesn't just fund startups, but it builds new business from scratch in areas like digital health and smart livings. It follows an innovation from the outside approach. Meanwhile, LG Technology Ventures manages over $1 billion investing in deep tech like AI and advanced materials. Going forward, AI is LG's top priority. For instance, AI-based healthcare and food tech startups can be integrated into ThinQ and Homey, which offers personalized service like remote medical support or nutrition suggestions. Together, these efforts are transforming LG from hardware maker into smart life solution companies.
Let me begin with LG's premium refrigerator strategy. LG is targeting middle and high-income consumers as well as the MZ generation by focusing on high-end design, customizable finishes, and AI and IoT-enabled features. Products like InstaView let users see inside the fridge without opening the door, and ThinQ integration allows smart control via mobile. As the appliance market matures, consumers are looking for lifestyle value, not just functionality. LG is responding by offering refrigerators that are not only advanced in tech, but also visually appealing and emotionally resonant. As a result of the brand liquid test, it ranked third in kitchen but first in display and object. This reflects the strong association consumers have with LG's display technologies, a strength now leveraged in refrigerators as well. Features like smart displays and built-in cameras allows for recipe suggestions or ingredient recognition, which helps reposition LG as more than just a hardware maker. It's becoming a lifestyle innovator. The object collection reinforces this strong emotional branding, promoting refrigerators as design furniture rather than just appliance. Despite LG's strong innovation in hardware, the ThinQ ecosystem faces serious challenges. As of June 2025, the ThinQ app has been downloaded just over 10 million times. In contrast, Samsung SmartThings has over 100 million downloads and 350 million active users. That's a massive gap. There are a few key reasons. First, compatibility. SmartThings support over 5,000 IoT devices, including many third-party brands. ThinQ is still limited in that respect. Second, meta integration. Samsung has fully embraced this open smart home standard, while LG adoption is still faster. Third, hub integration. Samsung has embedded SmartThings hub into its TVs and appliances. LG hasn't reached that level of integration yet. And finally, user awareness. Many consumers simply don't know their LG appliances can be controlled by a ThinQ. This suggests LG ecosystem hasn't been effectively communicated. So what can LG do? First, it must clearly promote the benefit of the ThinQ platform. Second, expand device partnership to improve compatibility. And third, deepen integration of ThinQ into core products, making it an essential part of the LG experience, not just an optional feature.
Given the growing geopolitical uncertainties such as trade wars and tariff, LG Electronics faces strategic challenges in choosing optimal production locations. To address this, we identified 4 key evaluation indexes: wage, geographical risk, proximity to markets, and tariff. Based on these criteria, we proposed 3 continents. First, in Asia, which is Srishti in India. This location will primarily serve as a component-based production hub, supplying key parts to other regions. Over time, it is also expected to take on final product manufacturing to meet the potential domestic demand within India. Second, in Europe, which is Wrocław in Poland. As a centralized final assembly site, this hub will receive components and manufacture finished refrigerators. With excellent access to Europe Union market, it will act as logistics centers, supplying product via distribution centers in France and Germany. Third, in Americas, which is Tennessee in United States. This location was selected specifically to mitigate tariff exposure. By sourcing components from nearby factories in Mexico and conducting final assembly within the US, LG can reduce import duties while ensuring fast and stable domestic supply. Additionally, this site is designed to support after-sales service and premium customer care. All 3 hubs will operate under identical manufacturing execution system codes, allowing for flexible rebalancing between sites. This global alignment aims to minimize geopolitical risk and tariff volatility, while maximizing production efficiency and cost effectiveness. In terms of inventory management, we adopted a level production strategy. We further differentiate between 2 inventory categories. First, for compressor, we apply the Q model, which enables buffer inventory to absorb variability in component supply. For finished goods, we apply a P model. It can maintain inventory at regular intervals, and this approach ensures 95% service level and can minimize the risk of stockouts while optimizing inventory turnover. In conclusion, this globally distributed but harmonized production and inventory strategy allows LG to enhance supply chain resilience and cost efficiency. Also, it can ensure greater responsiveness to regional market demands and customer service expectations.
Lastly, let's go through the finance part. To evaluate the 5-year project to upgrade the AI platform LG Furon, we first estimated the company's cost of capital. According to LG's Q1 2025 financial reports, debt ratio is about 60% and an equity ratio is about 40%. And after-tax cost of debt using the yield on an AA- rated 3-year corporate bond and cost of equity applying the CAPM model are as shown below. Using these values, the weighted average cost of capital is 2.76%. We use this rate as the discount rate for the project. And then to forecast future cash flows, we first estimated the revenue. LG launched its first AI-powered refrigerator in 2020, so we analyzed the sales increase per investment since 2020 and using regression with GDP data, found that 1 won of investment generates 1.6 in sales. So with 500 billion won investments, year 1 sales are 800 billion won. And assuming 11.9% annual growth in the smart refrigerator market, we projected 5-year sales in the pro forma income statements. And for costs, we analyzed LG's H&A division and found that 94% of sales become costs, including COGS and SG&A. So we applied this 94% cost to sales ratio each year. And to reflect spillover effect, we also reflected a 17% cannibalization rate to calculate lost sales and cost reductions from spillover. From these, we derived the operating cash flows shown in the top table. And then let's see the future free cash flow. For net working capital, we used 11.08% of sales based on data from financial statements. Data was adjusted using asset turnover rate to extract the only H&A figure among various decisions. And we also included initial capital spending of 500 billion won. Combining all of the things, we calculated the future free cash flows as shown below. Using the weighted average cost of capital of 2.76%, we discounted the cash flows. After 5 years, the cumulative discounted cash flow is still negative, minus 175 billion won, so the payback period is not met. And the IRR is minus 10.15%, and the NPV is also negative, minus 175 billion won. This is likely due to low return and high operating costs relative to sales, so the manager should not invest in this project.
How was it?
Wow, it was the result of showing the traces of careful consideration. Great job, and thanks for all the effort.
Then, please choose the result now.
Okay, I made my choice.
The result is A+. Congratulations, Group 14!
The design and contents of the slides were perfectly harmonized. Also, the font size and line spacing were even. You've been awesome, thanks.
Thank you, so thank you. Thank you.